So these games are very interesting. True, it's a midweek game, right? But you guys are in a position where you need to win a lot of games. You want to finish strong. You want to make all the decisions very easy. You want to go off to a place where you can play deep into a super regional. So describe your mindset on a Tuesday night. Look, throw the rivalry part out of here. This game means everything for you guys' postseason situation.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, every game is a must-win. You know, we're getting a new motto, you know, coming out aggressive and just trying to attack every pitch on the mound and in the box. So, you know, it's a new team motto we got going, and we're looking to roll it into the weekend.
Hunter, Coach Lopez, I had the pleasure of coaching against your brother at Washington.
Nice.
And I got to be honest with you, my man, you're pretty good, too, both you guys.
Yeah.
Hey, but I got to ask something. What's the biggest adjustment you've made this year at the plate?
You know, I think just getting a lot more mature and seeing pitches and not trying to be too over-aggressive. You know, a big thing with my coaches for me is seeing the pitches deep and trying to hit the ball to in the gaps, you know, left center the majority of the time because, I mean, balls pull themselves when I let them. So for me, it's just trying to stay in that left center field gap and seeing more pitches and knowing how they're trying to pitch me as well.
Both those home runs we showed, lefty on lefty. So if I'm going to ask you simply put, what are two or three of the keys for you in hitting lefties? What would you tell me?
Yeah, I mean, a big thing I had to work on this year was obviously hitting lefties and getting better at that because there's so many like lefty specialists that come in for me. So for me, it was just trying to see the ball deep and see it away because not a lot of guys are going to come in on me. And I mean, I'll beg them to, right? But for me, it's just trying to look away and then see that curveball up because sometimes when I get away from my approach and try to pull, I'll swing at that curveball in the dirt. So it's just making sure I stay with that approach to left center and see the ball deep.
So those are approaches mechanically. How do you do what you just said? How do you do that mechanically?
You know, it's harder said than
you're darn right, it's hard. Yeah,
it's much harder to do. But for me, it's, you know, I just actually have to put into play and trust it because I don't think too much mechanically especially during the season.
Okay.
So for me, it's just really trying to commit to it and really seeing that ball deep because, you know, there has been times this year where I get away from my approach and it's an easy strikeout. So I really got to stay in that approach.
It's fun to watch you play, young man.
Thank you.
Take care.
All right, guys. See you.
Great job.
Thanks.